Alright, so told you guys I would go over the railing vent with you and how that all went. Like I said before, I had video of when I was actually putting it in, and unfortunately I lost that when I lost my old phone. So I'm just going to have to kind of go over it quick for you here. Alright, so the vent is actually, I guess it would be used for a camper. I bought it on Amazon, believe it or not, and they had two different versions. They had the low profile version, which I bought, and they had a little bit taller version that you could buy. I guess it really depends on your application, but the low profile version seemed more sensible for what we were doing with it. It came with a template to help you cut the hole out. So basically what I did was I measured center, found center on the top of the truck, lined the template up center, traced it out on the roof, and then I actually took a drill and drilled the corners out so that I'd have a nice round corner. I then took my grinder and I scored the outside edge of it all the way around. I didn't cut all the way through because this truck still has a headliner in it, as I'll show you when I jump inside here in a minute. I didn't want to catch headliner on fire, even though this thing upsets me sometimes. I didn't really want to catch it on fire. So I scored it all the way around with the grinder and the cutoff wheel, and then, like tin foil thin, and then I actually took a Dremel with a cutoff wheel because it creates a lot less heat and a lot less spark, and I finished cutting it out, which was really easy when it was that thin. I kind of just real fast right around it and it popped right out. What I found was, as far forward as I am on the roof, I actually hit the cross brace behind the front windshield, and I had to take my Sawzall and notch that cross member out so that I could drop the thing all the way in. It worked out pretty good. It's in a good spot. I get a lot of airflow, and I think it looks good right there. It would have been easier had I pushed it back 2 more inches. Then I would have missed that brace, but then the cover would have been a lot farther back, which, whatever. Anyways, the cover you see over the top of it there was actually, these pieces were left over from a cab corner job that I did on a Silverado. And then I put a piece in the middle to make it wide enough to fit over this piece. And then I actually had to hand fabricate, because these only went down to about here. Sorry, my taping's not good there. This part here only went down to about here. So then I had to hand fabricate this back corner piece to fit it down to the roof line. And then this, actually I just made a quick flat flange and welded it to the bottom of this piece and riveted it right to the roof. So you use what you got laying around. Came out pretty good. It works good. So let me show you what the inside looks like. Okay, so as you can see, I cut the headliner out here. There's closed. It actually hits these a little bit, but that's okay. Obviously, a race car probably wouldn't have any of this stuff, and I haven't gotten to taking it all out yet and messing with it or putting a cage in here or doing any of that stuff. But if you've run rallycross before, then you know they only want you to let your windows down an inch. And it gets kind of warm in here when it's 80, 90 degrees outside. So with this thing, you can push it forward and it will suck air in while you're moving, and it works fantastic. It pulls a lot of air in here, keeps you nice and cool. Now, yeah, it does go the other way, which I guess would let heat out, or maybe not let as much air in. I'm sure it's still gonna push some air in here, but maybe not quite as much as if you have it forward all the way. But either way, that's it, man. It works nice and easy. It stays, it doesn't bounce around or nothing. It's pretty stout. It's all aluminum, so it's light. And I'm gonna finish, I'll probably cut this back a little farther and make a finish plate that actually fits up in there. Nice piece of aluminum or something. I was worried it was gonna blow wind up inside here and make a whole bunch of mess, but it actually isn't that bad. It works pretty good just the way it is. So there you go, Raley roof vent. I wish I had better video for you, but like I said, I lost it on the other phone. Told you guys I'd catch you up on it. There it is. It's pretty simple install. Keep it creative and happy building.